Hi, it's Rosie again from RoseByNameCo. Thank you for coming back again to my channel to see what is new with my junk journals. I do have a new one here that I have completed, and it is sold. I just wanted to show you the outside and the inside and what it is all about, and just to have a little fun again seeing another journal, as we all like to be watching these videos, and myself included, to see what people are doing and what kind of ideas they are having and so on. This one is a little bit different than what I normally do, which are Gothic journals and nature journals and so on, but with a story. And in the essence, it is about nature. It is called Wonder. It's a botanical journal, and just mostly with images that we like to see in nature, flowers and birds and ocean and so on. I was inspired by the pink and blue colors, which I also have here on the cover. And it is all fabric here on the cover, and with lace and some a little wreath, these ones that my mother makes, crochet, and it has to have a little key on it, and some metal hardware here for the title, and a Tim Holtz pin that holds the key here. As well, I have over here something that's a little bit different. This one has a little flower that I put on top over here that just reminded me of the same flowers that we see over here on the journal. And underneath as well, if you see this little golden snippet, is from a very old, probably 1800s, piece of metallic ribbon that I got in Sault Ste. Marie when I was there in Ontario visiting my daughter. And the lady there was telling me all about it. I think that they used to use this, for example, on the gypsy belly dancers, when they used to have those coins hanging on their outfits. It would be tied to these kind of metallic ribbons. So it's very lovely, and I just thought I would include it here just for something different. And in the back, it does go on with more ribbon and so on. And just this lovely fabric with the pink flowers on the background of blue and so on. So on the side, we do have, this is a 5x7 journal, and it is 80 plus pages. It does have one signature with a pamphlet style built in here, and it's a quarter, 1 inch and a quarter inch spine, and I just wanted to keep it a little bit more handy, a little bit smaller in here in case you want to, you know, put it quickly into your purse, or keep it on your night table and so on. And we do have a tassel here as well that has sari silk and different ribbons on it. And as well, it has a little chain with a blue bead to go with the journal on this lobster claw hook here. And a little charm that says, live your dream. You know, just every day you should just probably inspire to live your dream as much as you can. You only got one life, so you might as well try. And then a little butterfly here as well. And I do have the title backed here onto piece of muslin, actually 2 pieces. And I do have a phrase from a dictionary where it says about wonder, and one of the phrases that, of course, the meaning of is feel amazement. So I don't know. We'll see how amazing this journal is, but it does have a few things in it that I would certainly like to show you, and it does have a lot of charms here that we will go through and see what is going on in this journal. So let's go inside and see what is inside this journal. Just what can you expect, I guess, in this one. It is, as I mentioned, one signature. It does have 80 plus pages, though it's still chock full with different inserts and so on that I will show you. From the beginning, It does have this beautiful doily here that was handmade in Croatia that I brought back. Very pretty, just going with these colors here of blues and so on. And inside here, there's a nice pocket here where there's a couple of tags in the colors as well. This one is just a plain one that I will write a message for the person who bought this journal. And here is a tag that has these little windows in here, and it has flowers on each side, and as well some fabric collaging here. And I use the negative here just for, well, the different color shows up through so nicely that it looks just as fine as if I had used the actual punched out flowers. So this is the very beginning, and we have little tuck spot here with some sari silk, and so this we have a charm here as well, and it hangs over here. Very pretty of a flower. And we have a bird here to start with. It is from a nice book that I have of birds, and it does show a name of the bird and some information about each bird. So this one is actually, on this side, scarlet tanager, or tanager, I'm not sure exactly. But over here we have cardstock and some sari silk on top in the colors that I've chosen for this journal. And on the next page we have another pocket with music sheet, and we have 2 journaling cards here. Each card is always backed up with some either coffee dyed paper or cabbage dyed paper, which I really love the color of. This one has a bird on it, and this one, well, with nature, because it is Wonder of Nature, we just have a tree here with this beautiful sunset. And just in these beautiful blues and a little bit of orangish pink and yellow, just beautiful sunset. And on this side we have a purple flower. It's a different size of a page. I try to vary the pages so that well, there's a variety, and you have something different for each day. So this flower is backed here with a little tuck-in and journaling card of roses, and with a little bit of a pinkish hue in the back for this one, and as well a little bit painting over here as well. And here we have butterflies on this page, also with a little bit of the bluish colors and so on. And on this side, again, this cabbage dye paper, sometimes it even turns a little bit green, and that is okay with me, really. I like any color that it gives me. And then here's a little notebook with some more of this paper, and with the flowers on top as well. Here on this side, I stamped up a little butterfly here, and we have a ribbon here and a little bead on the side as well. And on this side, I just stamped up some lines, but just the page, really, the hues here are just so pretty. And on this side, we have a couple of pages of different sizes. This one is a coffee dyed fold out with this ring that came out quite beautifully. And this one is maybe from flowers that I got, and I just put in, well, more flowers on this little blue cardstock. And it just folds out for writing, just a little bit of extra space. And over here we have a ledger page. This one's more in greenish, but it is quite pretty, and just the feel of it, the crinkly paper, something I enjoy anyways. And then now here we have a little bit of the pink flower, and on the back we have more reddish or dark pink as well, and it just comes off. It has a little bow here as well, and it has paper doily as well. It has cheesecloth on the back. It's actually a pocket, and we just have a little bit more writing paper in here as well. And you can put in more. You can probably stuff it with a little bit more. It does have quite a little bit of a space in here, so we'll just put it back here. And here I do have more eco-dyed paper as well, with different very soft colors here that it came out with. And I try the eco dyeing as well. It's a lot of fun, and you certainly get a lot of different effects from it. This is another one, eco dyed as well, and it's on I don't know if I got fax paper or some paper that I found somewhere. It's more like a very smooth, almost like linen type or something. But it did pick up the colors very nicely, but different on each side. And here it's more a little bit bluish, and actually playing off of the next image here, which I have paper clipped. It's a journaling card with some birds and just this beautiful blue, and as well in the back also with the blue. And then here I just stamped up some lilacs, which I also love, and maybe in the future I'll have another lilac journal. Here we do have a tab on top, and then I just stamped up some letters here just to fill it in a little bit. And it is a pocket with one tag, actually two pieces, one tag and one journaling card. Some of these are printed images from the Graphics Fairy, and but some are, or most of them are actually authentic ephemera. I have many books, and I'm always searching through them for something that I might like to use somewhere. And then here we have design paper. It's beautiful colors, just fitting in here. And this blue as well. It's some notepad that I found. And here's some wildflowers from a wildflower book, and it has a little tiny frog on it that's hanging off of here on this ribbon. So on the next page, we have a glassine envelope, which really I made myself from tracing paper just by sewing around here. So it's not very hard to do. Maybe one day I will do a tutorial. I haven't yet mastered that one. I can just barely get these videos done. So here we have rose and just some color palette that might, you might find in a rose. And this is a little, another glassine pocket that I made, and inside we have a little blue tag. And as well, I had this already cut out, and it was just kind of sitting around, and I just thought, okay, well, these are the colors that I want to use. It did say continue on the back for some reason, but why not? We can use that as well. So we might as well just continue with this video. Okay. Here, these botanical images are from an old book of knowledge that I have, encyclopedia, and it's just very pretty and very smooth paper, and very, very vintage looking. It is obviously from like probably 1920s or 1930s. Out here we have a little digital stamp that I put on coffee stain paper, and ledger paper that folds out to a larger piece, so it does fold out twice or so. And then we have from Edith Holden books, her beautiful paintings of flowers. And here I have the wallpaper sample that I got a couple of months ago, and I made a pocket out of it on each side of the signature. So inside here I did use Edith Holden again, and I did make a little bit larger notebook here with a few pages and fold outs as well. So beautiful images over here of her paintings again, and just put in here. Now it is quite a large pocket. You could probably put a few more things inside here as well. So I also use shells just to go with the pinkish hues that I have throughout the book as well. So this is an authentic page from a book, and just more of the beautiful shells here. They also fascinate me a lot. Always looking for shells on the beach, but you can't quite find them as much as you used to. Here's some wildflowers from my wildflower book, and we have the blue ribbon here to go with the theme, and a tag with some stamps on top, and a fabric tab. And here we have quite a bit of the blue scheme going on with this geese, and in the back as well, the usual paper for writing. So here we are in the middle, and here we have a little shell and starfish charm over here. And in the middle is eco-dyed paper, And there's a little bit of remnants of flowers that is on there. I just left it as it is. I'm not sure whether they will actually stick and stay, but they are staying for now, just a little bit anyways. And in the middle we have the bluish and a little bit of pink beads. On the next page we have another pocket, and on this one we have the color palette of blue and greenish. So I did use this image with water and sky, and it looks like maybe just a lake scene. Very pretty, very calm, and you know, you can write some messages on top of that as well. And here's the other side of from the shells, just more information about shells. And here's another pocket, and inside this one I do have a printed image. I believe this one is from Christie's art design, I believe. So a journaling card. But again, you know, I did leave some space for the person who bought the journal to put in more of their own ephemera. And this is the back of Edith Holden, and then the journal page that folds out, and coffee stain paper with a digital image, and also more of the botanical images from the Book of Knowledge. And on this side I do have a little envelope that comes right off, and you know, you can put it on a different side or somewhere else if you might need it. I did put a little bit of a stamp here, but it is quite beautiful already with the stains of coffee on that one. So this one I do have a couple of things inside. Again, in the blue theme, we have some flowers here with fabric on top. Journaling card, and this one lake scene as well, and looks like some mountains and some greenish inside. So this one actually has a little bit more. You can fold it out, and it's just some vintage address book that I found, so I might as well use those too. I like using a lot of different things. You know, different things just bring more interest, so why not? Okay. And here we have a blue bead here in this one with these beautiful blue flowers that cover the whole page. And then here is that note paper in blue that I found, and then some design paper fold out. And on this pocket here I have another tag with a purplish tab on this one, and the paper as well. And here we have looks like some fish. Well, I'm not sure what they are, really dolphins possibly. And some sari silk that I put right on top here with the sun shining upon this blue water. Just a very pretty tag. And in the back of it we have a water scene, and as well another lilac stamp over here. This water scene just is very calming to me. I would just like to look at it for a minute. Can we look at it? Just relax. Okay. And this beautiful blue paper in the back as well with this sewing. I do a lot of sewing in all the journals, so I do enjoy it. And so there's quite a bit of all the cards are sewn on the journaling cards, and the tags as well, and many other things. So this one plays off right off of this page here with the blue, with that sort of fax paper, you know, the old fax that we used to have, and then with some purple over here. I did have fun making these tags recently in this blue color with the blue paper clip here, and I did use I do have a punch, which isn't, so this isn't a negative. This is the positive actually. So when you punch it, it takes out paper like this, and it's quite pretty. I did get it in Croatia, and last year I believe, and this year I just came back again, and I brought a whole bunch of these stamps back with me. And this is just a collage with different fabrics on top that play off this beautiful blue hue, and then there is some flowers there as well, and in the back as well. So I punched a hole through two pieces of paper, and then put the tab that I punched here right on top here to make a holder. So, and so as we go on here, I got more butterflies here to go with this beautiful ledger paper. And then another folder here with coffee dye paper and digital stamp. And the other side of that, very crinkly too, I like that, of that kind of a slanted pocket. And then this is a little envelope that I made also with, first of all, I put in botanical names of flowers and so on, and I just printed that, and then I eco-dyed it with some flowers, and there's remnants on that here as well, and I just pasted this one on top. So it gives me this beautiful aged look, and then inside is just more paper, just little paper that you know I like to have, and just a little flower also to look at inside. So that one is a little envelope, goes inside this bigger envelope. And then here we have a little charm on this one. It is a dragonfly, and some pink ribbon here on this beautiful aquamarine or blue-green paper with a butterfly over here as well. And then on this side, I have another notebook with a few pages of differently dyed papers, and more butterflies. And here I have a little tuck-in with this tag, with also some different papers that I've sewn together with the flower on top of it. And here we are coming towards the end, so here is just a pink flower, just a beautiful pink flower that I found on the Graphics Fairy, so I did use that one. So to finish this off in this pink and blue theme, I do have over here the other side of that music sheet pocket, and some bluebirds and a pink rose here with some fabric tabs. And this one has that shiny metallic paint on it that I like to use every now and then. And this is from a sari silk, and it does have a bit of the shiny over here, and more sari silk over here, and this bigger charm of a tree. Just, you know, beauty of nature all around in this journal, I guess, with a little wreath here as well, and tabs all over. And this one has a little journaling card with a butterfly, and as well a pocket I made that you can take out and you know, add whatever it is that you might like to add. And this one is a glassine pocket as well, that I sewn all around and just used coffee dyed paper in the back. And this one has a tag with a bird on it, and also an image of flowers. And this little notebook, just odd size, but anyhow, you can still use it for something. And that just goes back into this pocket. And we're coming to the end here, so now we're just going to show you the very back here, which is clipped here with this clip. It is a little folder, and this I left empty, and you can still, you know, paper clip something too if you wish. But this is a folder that I was inspired to do by Wendy in Nova Scotia, from just a paper bag, brown paper bag, with adding some botanical images on here, and some of Tim Holt's cardstock as well. And so I made a few pockets here. As you can see, it is filled with tags. This one has some more botanical images on here, and beautiful paper in the back to right. It has a little tiny tag that was also tacked onto it. That one goes on top here. And then on the side here, there's a pocket as well. So here we have another tag with a butterfly and a little bit pinkish, and in the back, of course, you can write on it. And here's another pocket, and here we have just a botanical image. Over here on this side is a little bit bigger writing notebook, so paper here. And in the back of this, I did also sign my name and the date that I finished this journal, and just with some fabric on the top as well. And then in the back, we also have another pocket here with this beautiful tag as well that you can write on also. So this is the end of this botanical journal that I enjoyed making. I have another one or two like this that will be coming up, and I'm also working on wolfology and the fortune teller, and I will also get to wildwood as well. So many different projects in the works, and also I am trying my hand at a fabric and lace journal. We'll see how that turns out. I mean, if I actually finish it, it is a lot of work and a little bit more difficult. So I am quite in awe of those that do those journals because they look so beautiful and so softly and beautifully made. But it's quite not as easy as I thought it would be. So anyways, I will finish off with this journal, and I hope you come back again sometimes, and have a good day, and hopefully week and everything else. So have fun. Take care. It's Rosie from RoseByNameCo. Bye-bye.